Imagine this. Your doctor hands you a blank sheet of paper and a pen and simply says, "Draw a clock." That's it. 30 seconds later, they can tell you something that might reveal your brain's health for the next decade. It sounds almost unbelievable, right? But the truth is, simple tests like this, clock drawing, memory recall, balance checks, can reveal early signs of cognitive decline, often years before more obvious symptoms appear. Today, we're going to walk you through easy, at-home brain tests that are backed by research, including studies from Johns Hopkins, Mayo Clinic, and the National Institute on Aging. And here's the most important part. These aren't just tests. They're tools to empower you to protect your brain. Stay with me, because I'll also share a simple daily habit that can improve your brain health. This is the classic clock drawing test. It sounds simple, but it measures memory, spatial skills, planning, and motor coordination, all critical brain functions. Take a blank sheet of paper, draw a circle for the clock, fill in the numbers correctly, and set the hands to 11:10. Now pause and try it for 30 seconds. In a healthy brain, numbers are placed evenly, hands are correct, and the circle is neat. But subtle mistakes, misplaced numbers, missing hands, overly crowded numbers, may indicate early cognitive changes. You can try variations, like drawing clocks with different times, drawing the clock from memory without numbers, or drawing multiple clocks back-to-back to test consistency. According to research in the Journal of the American Geriatric Society, this test can identify mild cognitive impairment with over 80% accuracy. That's why doctors use it worldwide as a first-line screening tool. Now, if your clock drawing wasn't perfect, don't panic. It doesn't mean you have dementia, but it does mean your brain might be showing early signs that deserve attention, and we'll talk about actionable steps later. Memory loss is one of the earliest warning signs of cognitive decline. The 5-word memory test is a quick way to assess short-term memory. I'll give you 5 words: apple, chair, river, house, penny. Listen carefully and try to remember them. Keep these words in your mind as we continue with the next exercise. Later, I'll ask you to recall the words and see how many you remember correctly. You can also challenge yourself further by trying to recite them in reverse order or by remembering a short story I'll tell you next. Studies from Mayo Clinic show people with memory recall difficulties may have early hippocampus changes. And here's the empowering truth. Memory can improve with brain exercises, sleep, and proper nutrition. Next, let's test balance and motor coordination. This may seem unrelated to memory, but your brain controls every movement, and subtle motor changes can reveal early cognitive decline. For the single-leg balance test, stand near a chair for safety, lift one foot off the ground, and try to balance for 20 seconds. For the finger tapping test, tap your index finger as fast as you can for 10 seconds and count the number of taps. Research at Johns Hopkins University shows that people with slower finger tapping speeds may have early brain connectivity changes, even before memory issues appear. Try both tests now, record your results, and compare over a week to see changes. Now pause for a moment. Here's a question for you. If I asked you to name as many animals as possible in 60 seconds, how many do you think you'd list? 10? 15? Most people overestimate, and when they actually try, the result is often surprising. This simple challenge isn't just a game. It can reveal how fast your brain processes and retrieves information. We'll do this test shortly, but first, let me share something shocking. According to the World Health Organization, nearly 40% of dementia cases could be delayed or even prevented with simple lifestyle changes. That's why these small tests matter. They're not just checking your brain today, they're giving you clues about your future health. I'll also share a quick story here. A woman in her late 60s once told me she first noticed changes when she struggled to balance on one leg, something she had done effortlessly her whole life. That tiny signal pushed her to see her doctor, and today she's managing her brain health proactively. That's the power of catching early signs. Feeling a little challenged by these exercises? That's actually good. It means your brain is working. Later, we'll combine all these tests to give you a personal brain health snapshot. The next tests measure language, attention, and processing speed. For the verbal fluency test, name as many items in a category as possible in 60 seconds. For example, name animals. Healthy adults usually name 15 or more items. For the Stroop Color Test, say the color of the ink, not the word. For example, if the word red is written in blue ink, you must say blue. This tests attention and executive function. Pause and try both tests now. Keep a score. It's a fun way to track your brain fitness over time. Now, let's go back to the words you were asked to remember earlier. Apple, chair, river, house, penny. Take a moment and see how many you can recall without looking back. Don't worry if you don't remember all of them. The goal is just to see how your short-term memory is functioning. You can repeat this exercise daily to track progress. So, how do you know if your brain is healthy? Here's a simple way to interpret results. For the clock test, numbers misplaced or missing may indicate mild difficulty. For memory recall, missing 2 or more words may suggest you should pay attention to daily memory habits. For balance and finger tapping, inability to balance for 20 seconds or slower tapping may indicate early motor changes. For verbal fluency and Stroop, low word count or mistakes may suggest processing speed is slowing. Remember, none of these tests are a diagnosis. They are early warning tools, a chance to act before serious decline. Here's the good news. Your brain is plastic, which means it can change and grow at any age. If your tests show early signs of difficulty, here's what you can do. Engage in regular mental challenges like puzzles, memory games, and learning new skills. Incorporate physical exercise, such as walking, strength training, or yoga. Prioritize sleep and stress management with 7 to 9 hours of sleep, meditation, or deep breathing exercises. Maintain social interaction by staying connected with family, friends, and your community. Eat a healthy diet rich in leafy greens, berries, omega-3 rich fish, and limit processed sugar. And here's one daily habit backed by research from the National Institute on Aging. Spending just 30 minutes a day doing brisk movement, walking, dancing, or cycling can lower dementia risk by up to 40%. By combining these simple at-home tests with daily brain-protecting habits, you're taking control of your future. Try these tests, track your progress, and share your experiences. Early awareness is the first step to a healthier brain. Remember, it only takes 30 seconds to test your brain, but the benefits can last a lifetime. And if this video helped you, make sure you hit that like button so YouTube knows this is valuable content. And don't forget to subscribe to Health Pulse Haven for more science-backed health insights. We've got new videos every week to help you protect your heart, brain, and body for the long run.